The Bernina presser foot lifter has been a staple on Bernina's machines for years, and they still include it with the Bernina 790 sewing machine. Now, I am going to tell you the truth that now that the machine can be set to hover when the needle's in the down position, I don't find myself using this as much as I used to. So the idea is, like, when you stop with the needle down, that you can raise the presser foot by pushing against this with your right knee, and it lifts the presser foot up. That's great for pivoting, turning corners, doing applique, or even just when you're sewing curves, letting the fabric kind of relax as you stitch, or just to have that third hand when you got both hands on the project and you really can't let go, just to lift and lower the presser foot. Well, on this machine there is no lifter, but I do want to show you how to use it, because some of you will prefer this method, and like I said, I'm so glad it's still on the machines, because once we put it in, it's actually going to activate the feed dogs. So there's a mechanism that will run from this point to the feed dogs. So when we use it, the feed dogs will lower when the foot comes up, and then up through and around the top, it lifts and lowers the presser foot. So there's a lot going on when we use it. As you slide it in, you're going to slide it in at slight angle, might I say about 630 towards your knee. Now move your chair so you're sitting directly in front of the needle, and that's going to easily rest your right knee up against this bar. So as you slide it to the side or up or down, you'll see that it is and can lift and lower the presser foot. So I'm going to show you a couple different uses and how this is helpful for me. And another little tip is that I have moved my foot control to my left foot. Now that probably sounds awkward, but trust me, if you're trying to use your foot to sew and use your knee to lift the foot with this mechanism, that's going to actually get more confusing than you think. So try it for a little bit and see what works for you. But that is the best way to really get the best use from this. Okay, so right now I have my presser foot up. Watch what I can do. I can take my right knee, slide it all the way over until you feel the release of the foot. Now the foot comes down on the fabric. As I sew, right now I've got the machine set for the needle to stop down in the fabric, but right now the hover feature is not on. So I usually have that off. If that is on, I'm usually not trying to use that and this at the same time. So the foot is staying down on my fabric and the needle is holding my place. With a gentle push against the presser foot lifter with my right knee, I can lift the foot up just a little bit, a lot or more, or all the way up if I want. But it's just nice to just let go and then turn your fabric. Look where my hands can stay. Right there on the fabric. Stop, twist, and turn. And again, when you separate the uses by sewing with your left foot and lifting with your right knee, it makes life a lot easier here. Now don't forget, you can program the back of your foot control to actually be a cut. I currently just have it so the needle comes up for that, but I can just easily touch the scissor button and then that foot will even still come up and stay up for me. But let's say I want to lower that down on the fabric. I can bring this down and then bring it and move that fabric to the exact starting place that I'm looking for and continue to sew. Now, if you're wondering what I just said about programming the heel of your foot control to be a cut, go into Settings, go into the Straight and Zigzag. The foot heel is programmable with your favorite function. So if you'd like, you can have it do a lock, a cut, and a lift, and then when you rock back on the back of that foot control, it'll cut it and make utilizing your presser foot lifter even more efficient.